Welcome back to the deep dive. We take the sources, break them down, and give you what you need to know. Plus, maybe a few surprises. Today, we're looking at something you might have seen online or in betting shops. Virtual horse racing. You know those animations? Digital horses, running pretty much constantly. And you might wonder, like I did, is this thing rigged? Or maybe, am I just watching a fancy replay of something already decided? Well, we're going to unpack that today, get into the mechanics. So let's start right there. What is virtual horse racing, really?
Yeah, that's the fundamental question. It's crucial to get this first bit right. See, unlike the races at Ascot or Churchill Downs, these virtual ones, they aren't based on real horses or trainers or, if it's a muddy out. Instead, these are events generated entirely by computer algorithms, software simulations, and the outcome of every single race. It's decided by a random number generator, an RNG.
An RNG, okay. So like the same tech behind slot machines. Or random loot drops in video games.
Exactly like that, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so if it's all algorithms and RNGs, does that mean it's not actually live? Like, I'm not watching an event unfold in real time because it looks pretty live.
That's the kicker. And yeah, that often surprises people. You're not betting on a future event that's about to happen. The second you place that bet, the outcome is instantly decided right then. That animation, the horses running, the commentary, it's just a visual representation of a result that's already calculated by the RNG.
Just for show.
Purely for show.
Yeah. Okay, that changes things quite a bit. So if the outcome's instant and the animation is just window dressing, basically, it leads right back to that, is it rigged? Question. What's the verdict?
Right. Well, if we're talking about a licensed regulated provider, one that's audited, then no, it's not rigged in that illegal sense. Like they're not manually fixing races against you specifically. However, and this is really important, you absolutely need to understand the house edge.
Okay, like in roulette or blackjack.
Precisely. It operates very much like a slot machine in that regard. The platform, the provider, they set the odds. They determine the payout ratios. Think of it like this. A slot machine is programmed over millions of spins to pay back a certain percentage, guaranteeing the casino profit. Virtual racing odds, they're set the same way. It ensures the platform, the house, makes money over the long haul.
So the RNG isn't picking favorites, horse A over horse B consistently.
No, the RNG itself is random within its programmed parameters, but the parameter is the overall model, the odds offered, that's designed for the house to have a statistical advantage. You're essentially betting against that built-in mathematical edge, not against other bettors.
Right, which is a massive difference from traditional horse racing, isn't it?
Huge difference.
Because, I mean, in real racing, you might spend hours looking at a horse's form, the jockey's record, the track conditions, the weather, strategize. But you're saying here, none of that applies. My carefully researched picks mean nothing.
Absolutely nothing. All those real-world factors. Irrelevant in the virtual world. Remember that example from one of the sources, that number 7 horse, the one with, say, 30-to-1 odds?
Yeah.
Its actual chance of winning was already set mathematically by the house model the moment you clicked place bet. Your knowledge of pedigrees or past performance doesn't change that calculation one bit.
So it's a totally different game then?
Completely different.
Okay. So not rigged illegally, but definitely designed for the house to win over time.
Yeah.
And the race itself is just graphics playing out a predetermined result.
Right.
It feels like the question isn't really, is it rigged anymore?
Yeah.
It's something else.
Exactly. The question shifts, doesn't it? It becomes much more personal, I suppose. The real question is, am I okay with playing what is essentially a slot machine, just one that's visually dressed up to look like a horse race?
That's a much sharper question.
And look, there's nothing inherently wrong with playing it if you understand that. If you know exactly what you're betting on, that's what this is all about, right? Getting the knowledge so you can make informed choices about where you put your time and money. This topic really highlights that.
Absolutely. So, the big takeaway for you listening. In virtual racing, forget the jockey, forget the horse's name or number, really. It's not about the turf, it's about the server. It's all about the code running under the hood. So maybe here's a final thought to go on. Now that you understand these mechanics, think about how much that visual layer, the exciting animation, the race call, influences how we feel about the fairness or the nature of the bet itself. How much does presentation shape our perception of what's actually happening? It's something worth considering, not just here, but maybe in other digital spaces too. As always, bet smart, play conscious.